Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode, and quite possibly our last episode of this season of Farming Simulator 17, Season 1. We've had a pretty good run here. I've really enjoyed playing on this map. But it's time for us to move on to greener pastures and have some fun with some other things out here. I've been working very hard at harvesting that entire field of sunflowers, and it's time to see exactly how much we got out of this. Unfortunately, I don't think it's all going to fit in this trailer. Oh, it did. Nice. Well, I guess we should see how much we actually have. I think I'm going to run this back to the farm quick. Mostly because I'm going to have to pick up the plow. So maybe we'll swap over, we'll grab the plow and we'll head up there. I don't know how long this episode's going to be. I don't want to make it too long, but I want to make it a decent length here. Instead of jumping around as much as I usually do, I figure I'll do some longer clips with you guys this time around. I'm actually going to leave this right about here. We'll back up, we'll grab the plow here. Perfect. It's actually a disc, but you guys know I use this for plowing, so might as well call it that. That big field's the only one left that I have to plow. I did plow all the other ones that needed it. So everything is caught up. We're just going to have to plow the big field and then connect them to the two smaller fields next to it, so that we have one big field so we can have some fun planting, which is going to take a while. That's why I figured I might as well get this going. Ooh, tippy. While we're talking. I mean, we might as well do a few things at once here. We'll get her lined up. I might as well. Ooh, gotta increase this up, because otherwise he's gonna go too slow. And I'll just drop it back down when I start harvesting again. Don't know how well this is gonna work. We're gonna have to see. He may get stuck on the other end. I don't know. Actually, that's a good point. I have a feeling he's gonna get stuck on the other end because of the way this field is designed. It's actually designed to go this way, I think. Oop, so at least for the plowing purposes here, I think I'm gonna have him go back and forth this way. Which means I am gonna need you. Oh, missed a couple spots here. Seems to be really good at doing that. I usually have to come back and finish up the fields, but I can't really argue with how big this drill is. It gets the job done in a hurry. I think that's everything. So let this guy fold up. We're going to take the truck over. Oh, we need to get the combine out of the way. Train this guy here. Because he's coming. So I'm just going to drop that here for now. Oh wow, we were like 1,500 units short of filling this guy up. That's pretty good. So let's take this over to what is it, the central hub, where the trains park, and we'll fill up a train and we'll go sell it and see just how much we got off of one field. I know it's going to be quite a bit. It should fill one train cart Should fill the big one just about full, maybe about 5 grand short. But yeah, I know I mentioned that this is going to be the last episode, and that's simply because we've reached our goal. We've managed to buy the big field, and we're going to put them together. And I want to get some money here so we can hopefully get a little bit of equipment to help us out here. And we'll see just how much we can get out of one harvest with all the fields that we have. So all I've dumped in here are the, I was going to say soybeans, the sunflowers from that field. So we'll let them empty out, we'll grab a train. That sounds like one of them going through right now. This is not the one we want. This is the one we want. Let's... Oh yeah, he's gonna override me. There we go. Let's back him up quick. It's gonna be faster than trying to go back around. Oh, that's right. This thing gets cruising in reverse. So we want to get that first cart, the big one, underneath there. So we got start filling. That's the little one. Start filling. That's the second one. Here's the other train. And there we go. So let's load some sunflowers. 116,000 bushels, units. 120 fills the cart, so that was pretty close. It was almost a full first wagon there. I figured 5,000, sure. It's going to be actually about 3,500. So at least I was wrong in the right direction. Let's keep filling this guy up. But after this, I don't know how soon I'm going to go into a second season, but I do plan on going into one. I have not found the right map for it yet, but I've been watching, I've been looking at a lot of them, and I've got a few in mind. Basically, it's going to come down to spending some time looking into these other maps, spending some time actually in them, just taking a look around, getting a feel for the map, driving around it, and just seeing if it's something that's going to work out. But it's going to be something different than what I normally do. Not quite so much field oriented, because I do a lot of field work usually, and I want to focus a little bit more on sustainable agriculture, getting into the different facets of the game that I have not yet. I want to try out the cows in this version, see how those work out. Basically, we'll probably end up having a farm that has pigs, sheep, and cows, a decent number of them, and really try to live off the livestock instead of the harvesting. And so a lot of our harvest is going to go towards the animals, which I have no problem with. On top of that, I will probably adjust some of the settings, such as right now I have growth speed on the fastest speed right now, so it's a little less than a day's time in game in between harvests. I think I'd like to slow that down pretty much to the maximum, and that way we're gonna have to focus a lot more on the animals and keeping them fed and stuff, and our crops won't go quite as far. So we got 300,000 on that. So let's go into here and see if we can get some of the things we want to get. I want to get the biggest harvester. That is for sure. We're going to go with front twins for 385,000. we are going to need the header for it, which means we're going to have to get the big draper. 45 feet of working power, or working 30, I guess 13.7 meters of working with. And let's see, we got 72 left. We're probably going to need another auger wagon, and we don't have enough. That's okay, we've got some loan to work with. There. And let's get another one of these auger wagons, because we're going to need it if we're going to be harvesting off of 2 harvesters. Perfect. So we got a little bit of money to work with. We might as well head to the shop. There we go. Oh, they stuck the... Interesting. They stuck that in between. So this is the big guy. It's big, I'll tell you that much. Let's hook up to this and get this in the right spot. We actually used this in the last game, the last series. Man, is that thing big. The only way we're going to get this down the road is to pull it the way it's meant to be here. So, this is going to be the only way we're going to get her home. But this is probably going to go straight to the big field. We'll run the big field with this guy, and then we're going to run the other combine on the other fields, and basically just harvest everything all together. So I have to keep plowing, and I got to get all this stuff where it needs to be, and I'll meet you guys back when we're going to start harvesting. So, see you guys in a bit. Hello everybody, welcome back. We have ourselves a whole lot of soybeans to take off. And I still have to get used to the fact that this combine is huge. Watch out, not take out this car here. So, I think I'm going to have to babysit this for a little bit just to get him going. We'll see how well he harvests. We'll have to get this one going, and then we'll get the other combine going too. So we probably want to get it, it's basically lined up like that. So let's take a little bit off. Oh, there we go. Wasn't turning off properly at first. Let's try that right there. That's not too bad. We'll hit the harvest button, or the higher button I should say. H, harvest higher, whichever it is, and just let them go here. We'll see. We should just keep harvesting, and we should be able to work off of that. Hopefully he doesn't run into anything. So let's find this one here. We'll get this guy going on one of the fields nearby here. It's probably going to get a little hectic here because I'm going to be going back and forth, keeping both harvesters going. At least I'll get the warning that one of them is within like close to 80%. So we'll just get this guy cruising here. I'll just have to watch and see which ones are which. So this guy's here. So basically this one will start running crops back to our main base here, at least for now. The other one will put them into the semi. Yeah, he's gonna start missing big chunks here. just with how the AI works. Yep, this one will collect here, and it'll dump in the semi, and the semi will take them back to the train depot. And we'll just have everything set up to collect or set up. We'll have it set up so that everything goes back to the train depot so that we can sell it all in one shot. At least that's the hope. We'll see if we can fill the train in one shot. It'll be interesting to see what happens. So I'm just going to keep going here. There he is. He's at 19% already. I didn't actually look inside of this one. Big red seat. I don't know what the capacity is. I'd have to take a look at that. Man, does it look good though. That is a big combine. That is for sure. I feel like though it's not taking off as much as it could. But I know this guy's doing a lot of turning around right now when he starts making full passes. We'll have to see. He might have to unload quite often. So I guess I'll bring you guys back when he's making full loads here, and I'll keep you guys apprised of how things are going here. So it is a bit crazy, trying to balance out 2 combines worth. Just have to keep watching the messages, and I've been doing a couple other things too at the same time. I've been feeding the animals, but it's pretty easy to shift away from that if need be. There is a lot of soybeans that get taken off in a single pass here. We'll check in. Should be enough to get them to make it to the next pass here. I got enough space in this, so I'll probably shift over to the other one. This guy's doing pretty good here. I was thinking before that, you know, I'd be able to run this one through all the little fields and have to go help the big combine working on the big field, but in reality, I look at the map here. Well, I guess he really hasn't gotten very far on it at all. But this is only the second field this guy's been on, so we'll have to see how things go here. Working on feeding the pigs again. Case in point. I get the feeling I'm probably not going to need this here. I'm going to need it at the next field. So we'll shift over to the next field quick. Oh, I gotta watch and see how much grain he's got in the bin so I can show you guys just how much he gets in one pass. But I want to get this over here ready to go because we're going to need it on this field. Oh, he already started. 12, so maybe about 10% he was at. So it's probably going to take a while. Oh, that's right, because they actually put a guy in there, so you're a guy sitting inside of a guy now. Interesting. So it becomes a very long pass, that is for sure. I've been looking into maps a little more here, trying to get some requirements. There's a couple maps that I really like. There's one that I've spent some time on that I really like. Unfortunately, I don't think it has a train in it. I'm gonna have to double check, which actually might not be a bad thing. That one's got some logging in it. It's got a neat little farm. It's designed for smaller equipment though, at least in and around the farm, which it might be interesting for the idea that I was doing. I was also looking too, there's a really neat mod that's being worked on for FS17 that actually puts seasons into it, but I don't know how well that would work for a series because it changes the growing season completely. So I don't know how many days it takes for a year. And then you also have to deal with snow and stuff through the winter. It's very much a work in progress. So I guess I'd have to take a look and see just how fleshed out it is. It would be a really cool concept, but I don't know how well it would work for a series, but I'm gonna kind of look into it a little bit. Maybe I'll do a demo or something on it and show you guys where it's at right now. But I figured we might as well feed the animals completely here. I have to check. That was corn I was doing. So it's actually going to need quite a few buckets full here. You get a lot of animals in there. It takes a lot of feed to fill up the bin. So let's see where we are now. So we said about 10%, so it gets to the end here, it's going to be pretty close to 60, so it's going to be somewhere around 50%. So one set of passes, you know, down and back is a full bin full, so that's a lot of soybeans. Yep, there we go. We hit 60. Let me check on this guy. Yeah, he'll make the end of the pass. So we'll be good to go. So I'm just gonna keep working here, and I'll keep you guys going. Keep you guys apprised of what's going on here as we continue to do our big harvest here. And you'll just have to watch the clock up on the top right there from when I started, because that does change in real time when it's in 1x speed. So whatever it takes here, like when I'm harvesting, whenever I'm done, you saw when I was beginning, you'll know exactly how much time it took for me to do all this work. So just something to think about. So I'll be back in just a bit, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. I'm just wrapping up things here, finishing up the harvesting, getting everything loaded up here for last sell. We've got the train loaded up right now with everything we got off the one big field, and right now I'm loading up this area here with all the stuff that we got off of all the other fields out there. I think we've got them all. I feel like a part of me needs to check. Yes, everything is basically in purple. Price wise, ooh, Maplefield Mill sucks. Goldcrest Pacific Grain does not. However, I have to sell it there by the truck. So what we may end up doing is just selling it, or speeding up time here as we talk, and selling it when it's a little bit higher in the market. So I think I need to come back over here. I need to load the truck up. That's the only way we're gonna get this to work. Oh, alright, past it. First of all, this guy needs to be jumped in there. It actually worked out pretty slick. Running 2 harvesters and 2 sets of wagons. Worked out really well. Oh, a little too fast. I think this should all fit. Ooh. Thought I was far enough away there. The bounding box must be acting a little bit funny there. So hopefully it's all gonna fit in there. Yeah, I know there's a radio thing that keeps popping up there. I hit the wrong button by accident, and, well, oh, I guess that wagon's already empty. I haven't figured out how to turn it back away, or turn it back off, so for now it's going to keep saying that. I just got the volume turned all the way down, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Now let me make sure. Yep, that one's empty, just the truck now. So let's dump that off. We'll see what's in the train. I already know the number, but I figure I'll show you guys it in real life, real time. And I apologize if I seem a little bit tired. I wanted to get this recorded here. This is the last night I'm going to be able to record it before going to school, but I'm running on about 2 to 3 hours of sleep because my daughter was sick last night, up most of the night, so I was up with her most of the night. So, like I said, I want to get this done. Don't worry too much. Yeah, 160,000. Yeah, I'm managing. But I wanted to get this done and wrapped up so that I could get this one out, because this is going to be the last one. So we get 140,000 off the rest of the fields. I don't know if it's all going to fit in this train, to be honest. Actually, I think it will. But yeah, we've had a lot of fun on this map in this season. I did this one mostly to see how the new mechanics worked, how the old mechanics fared compared to how they used to be, and just all around just kind of fun and farm stuff up. And I feel like we have accomplished that. We got that big field, which was one of the ones that I really wanted to get. And it was nice finally being able to get it. So let's see if we can get it all in there. Boy, it's going to be close, isn't it? 90%. I don't think it's all gonna fit. Needs to get about 300,000 in there. No, I think we're just over. There really is no good way to specify it. So I guess what it takes is a matter of speeding up time, watching the prices here and heading over there. And we're going to sell this stuff all off. Like I said, it was about 140 and 160, so right there's 300,000 plus a little bit of change, so maybe 301. So we're probably only missing about 1,000 bushel, so maybe we'll just say 3 grand we're missing. So, I suppose we can talk a little bit here as we're wrapping things up to next season. I don't have a map picked out yet for sure yet, but we're going to be definitely doing things there much differently than we have been in this one, including really working towards sustainable agriculture, sustainable income. The biggest thing being really utilizing the animals, utilizing some of the renewable resources that are available. in this game, and just kind of seeing how it has to offer. So we're going to be playing it much differently than how we normally played it. You can see here the price really isn't moving at all. 21.38. But I'm going to change some settings around. The biggest thing being we're going to we're going to change the growing rate so it slows it down a lot. I think I mentioned that in the past. I think I'm going to change it so that you have to fertilize it 3 times. Which we'll have to figure out a way to make it work. I'm really hoping this starts moving at some point here. Apparently it's not. It's going to be going into nighttime. That's why I'm focusing on finding a map that has all of the animals in one spot, because we're going to be utilizing all 3 animals at one time. We're going to be feeding them. All the crops are mostly going to go into the animals, and therefore the animals are going to feed us back, stuff like that, give us our money back. Trying to sustain it that way. We got a couple of mods that are probably going to get added in that I've been looking at, and above all else we need to find ourselves a map, which I haven't got to yet. Still sitting at 21.38. There's just no demand for it right now here, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna let the prices come up. I'm gonna come back for the sell point with you guys, and we'll sell them off, see how much we get, and I think we're gonna say goodbye, or good night and goodbye for the season. So I will be back in just a bit, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. It's been like a day and a half later. This finally went up. Looks like it's cresting the very top here. So I think we're going to sell. Yep, it says it's not going up anymore. Oh, this one. Just a bit. So, let's sell a couple things. First of all, here we are at the truck. I want to sell all these off. We have 174 pigs right now. Food's running low. It was down to 49 minutes per pig. So they were reproducing very quickly. So I want to sell all of them. Looks like I have to click this every time. I'm just gonna take the fee. I don't care. I'm not gonna ship them. I'm not gonna spend time doing that. We'll see how big of a fee we end up getting here. Probably end up, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty decent fee. Probably about 30,000. Over 30,000. Whew. Almost 35, but we get 174,000. That's a lot. Next thing we need to do is find our trains. This one. So we are going to sell all of this stuff here. So we're going to sell the first trailer load here. Look at that money go flying. I'm going to get this forward here before the price changes, because it's going to drop drastically here if I don't do this like this. And the next one. We're going to hit $1 million, I think. No, we're just going to be just shy. Whew, that was a lot. I don't think we really have too much beyond that. But all of a sudden we have a whole bunch of money. We could probably buy a bunch of things. But I think that's where we're gonna set things off. We're gonna finish things. One thing I noticed we never did is we never did anything with the manure. We got a pretty decent pile there. How much do we have here? It's only 7%. So definitely had room for a lot more. We could have been using that fertilizer, and we will be using it when we get into the next series because we're going to have to fertilize a few times, so we might as well spread and use it that way. We're also going to be able to use some of the other tools and implements that change things up. We're going to definitely get into more forestry. We're going to diversify ourselves and try to make money in ways a little bit differently than we have been in the last few seasons. I just wanted to show you guys this. I know this is all maxed out because I don't have any. That's fine, but I wanted to show you this, the statistics. Time played, almost 121 hours. A lot of fertilizer used. Spent 23 hours sowing, 95 hours of work time, so something running. 53 in harvesting. We drove a lot of miles, or kilometers. I'm not sure which way it's in. So a lot of time. 13 trees cut down, 0 planted, 316 bales, 136 missions completed. We got 1 hired at the moment. We never did find where to drop the eggs, nor did we find any more gold nuggets. Not a big deal. We almost worked 100 hectares. Not bad, but I think it's time for us to say goodbye on this map. I had a lot of fun playing this map with you guys. We're going to be looking at a new map and having lots of fun here in the near future. I'm headed off for school again though, so it's going to be some time before I get the ability to actually officially have a map set and know what I'm going to be doing it on, what mod list I'm going to be working with. I need to edit the ones that I have. But I think it's time for us to head out with our wheelbarrow here and go dig some flowers in or something and just have some fun. So thank you all for watching this series. Thanks for your comments, your support, your likes on this series. Oh, I thought maybe I could. Can I get something small and stick that down in there? I'm curious now. Is there anything here? Oh, like a shovel. Perfect. Time to abuse graphics. Oh, we can throw it, or we can drop the item. Oh, so it doesn't work in there. There is a bounding box. Okay. Oh, that's the throw. Interesting. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out on this map. Thanks for all your support. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next season. Take it easy.